Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2, where we are playing Scandinavia. We just got an awful experience from the battle with the British that I'm not gonna get back to. We lost a huge amount of prestige for nothing, really. Where do we have the unemployed people? Crooks in Scandinavian Norg. Scandinavian Norg. Karelia. Okay, let's there's a lot of people here. Let's expand this factory to make it a bit better. Yeah, unemployed craftsmen, so we need to expand this this factory. I'm not gonna... Do they still have money to survive? Yeah, they do. Okay, Northern Finland. Okay, again, we need to expand this, and I'm gonna subsidize it. Actually, we can reopen this factory too and subsidize it. Wine is good. Oh, that's liquor? No, winery, okay. And Karelia and Helsinki and Turku. Scandinavian Karelia. Actually, let's open and subsidize this. This is an early swarms iron factory and fabric factory. I'm gonna close these and just subsidize these two. And Helsinki. How is Helsinki doing? Oh, pretty good. Let's expand this and this and subsidize them so we get more people in them. And I don't think the Earl is more... Yeah, I wasted money there. Earl is more small arms factory is a problem, but this could help. Okay, the average militancy went up by a lot. And we get social tensions. Prophylactics. The invention of modern methods of voluntary birth control are having a profound effect on the national birth rate. As citizens, particularly the wealthy, are able to exert far more control over when and how often they have children. Okay. And we can increase the influence in Greece. Greece received a great deal of benefit from the recent Congress of Great Powers. It was decided that Scandinavia deserves some small influence in Greece as compensation, if we want it. Yes, we do. Greece is cool. It's protected by them. Well, let's put in some influence. I think they might be... Yeah, they're in British sphere. Exploding Odense. Influence in Serbia. Absolutely. We are already working with Serbia, so that's fine. Oh, they're now in our sphere. Awesome. Let's form an alliance with them. And Bosnia and Herzegovina. Okay, Bosnia is here. Influence in Montenegro. Gonna put a bit here. Put a bit here of influence. We'll see if that has any meaning. Okay, we can increase opinion of Bosnia and increase the opinion of Montenegro. Okay, good for us. We're starting to stretch ourselves a bit thin. Okay. We get infamy because they found out that we want to fight the Russians, the pesky Russians, and we want to fight them. Yeah, the amount of bureaucrats is increasing, that's good. I wonder why we haven't gotten bull market. Okay, good. And we got Serbia granting us access. Wow, synchronized heavy support is good. Rifle barrels are also good. But I wonder why we're not getting any... Oh, okay, they're very low. Analytic philosophy only 3%, logical positivism 2%, philosophy of language 6%, but it's like 45% more research points, so let's... Come on, let's get them. Oh, and we have enough clergymen here, so let's remove the focus. And I think we're going to put it into Svealand and encourage clerks. Because it's actually a pretty good thing to do there. It says here 16% is optimal, so we might easily raise it to 4. Yeah, the clerks can give us a lot of research points, so good for us. We need to focus a bit more on the research. I've been neglecting it seriously. Capitalist in Yeland. Let's remove the focus and put you as clerks into Götaland. Okay, there's actually more of them there. 4.28. What about... well, Port-au-Prince region I'm not really psyched about. Education is increasing. Phosphate in Yeland. Still though, Africa has extremely poor education. What about, for example, Ghana? I'd like to see how well our population is doing in Ghana. So here's Ghana, almost 1 million people literacy. Swedish, 24 Swedish farmers have a very high literacy. Swedish bureaucrats, Swedish craftsmen, that's all great, but then it severely drops to Akan. Officers and soldiers, clergymen, okay. And then it drops to, yeah, the most populous pops have 4%. But you know, Ghana is one of those that might actually get 10% soon. I'm not entirely sure why that's not happening, but we'll see. I think it might soon. It just might. So did we finish this? Yes, Scandinavian, Norg and Turku. Craftsmen in Norg and Turku. Scandinavian, Norg. Okay, there's still more people here. Yeah, this factory is pretty much doomed. I'm gonna subsidize it, might help. I don't know, and Turku. Oh, actually, no, I don't want to. Scandinavian. Wait, was that just Turku? Just Turku. Okay, they closed. Okay, I want the bakery here, and yeah, I'm gonna subsidize a glass factory. That might fix it. Penal Reform League. 2 dirty day rooms and 3 offensive night rooms. That's for men 8 feet square. One of the women's 9 by 8, the other 4.5 feet square. The straw worn to dust, swarmed with vermin, no court, no water accessible to prisoners. The petty offenders were in irons. At my last visit, 8 were women. John Howard. A penal reform league has formed in Scandinavia, protesting the miserable conditions in our country's prisons and correctional facilities and institutions. The League argues for a single ceiling accommodation policies in prisons, along with several other ideas aiming to improve the cramped living condition. The prisons are dirty for a reason, sweetie. Certain reforms are arguable in order. Now let's lower the militancy. We need to get that one down. Okay, so we absolved all the people. Okay, cool. So now they will work. Happy to be of help. Happy to be of help. So now the only place we're focusing on is the clergymen in Baskongo. Man, I just squandered 100 prestige like that. I'm such an idiot. I'm still salty about that. Yeah, that dropped us significantly. Actually, oh, France and United Kingdom. Okay, but fourth most prestigious nation in the world. That's actually not bad. What about the armies? Okay, one more. Oh, we could still get a Finnish artillery, so let's get Finnish regulars. Oh, and nice. We get philosophy of language. That's 15% more research points. This is the study of philosophical questions about language, especially about meaning and truth of words, phrases, and sentences in general. It doesn't ask what particular words mean or whether particular sentences are true, except, of course, for words and sentences about the language. Rather, it asks what meaning and truth in general are. It was developed out of the Wittgenstein critique of his own earlier work, Tractus Logico Philosophicus, and to some extent the whole analytic tradition. Okay, so that raised us by around 1.2%, I believe. And rifled barrels. Rifling is the process of making helical grooves in the barrel of a gun or firearm, which imparts spin to a projectile around its long axis. The spin serves to gyroscopically stabilize the projectile, improving its aerodynamic stability and accuracy. Nice. Memorials in Scandinavian Holstein. Okay. So what's going on in the world? Is there anyone fighting anywhere? British restoration of order to Sohasa province is the only war that's actually happening now. Well, that's fun. Okay, the third army is growing. That makes me happy. Oh, we're building railroads in Africa. Nice. Finally, there's a lot of projects going on. Most of them are forts. No, there's a lot of railroads too. That's good. Can we get another level of railroad? No, not yet. 1880. Steel railroad. But we could get cheap steel, which I think we're gonna go for now. Though we did say we want functionalism. It gives a lot of education efficiency. Bit mining in Helsinki. Well, we could do, arguably both. It's not like that's not possible, but 185 is the strength of the Russian army. While ours is 394, I'm pretty sure we might be able to win this. Though the ships will be an issue. We'll move mostly on land, I think. I think that could work. Okay, we have some people unemployed in Scandinavian Norg, which is because this factory is not working correctly, and we're subsidizing only the furniture factory, so you do that. How's the stock exchange in... was it in Svalbard? Oh, it's doing great, good. It's actually a big one. Big stock exchange. We had another one in Göteborg, didn't we? Götaland. I think Götaland is Göteborg region, right? Yeah, Göteborg. So it might be a good idea to build a stock exchange, in which we can't, however. Stupid interventionism. Okay, railroads are being processed. It's okay. Who are you, Alan? Dosso and Vadai. Okay, Dosso is not a problem and Vadai is not a problem. So I think we might go with justification, demand concessions. And we get the liberate country, casus belli on Russia. So could we positively declare war to liberate Estonia, Lithuania? Yeah, we can. We can. And we would like to liberate Estonia. And honestly, possibly even Latvia. Because those seems to be... Yeah, Prussia has Lithuania under its task. So, military statistics, that's the last level where we will get some organization boosts, but we will get also Army 3, which gives us Tactics 25%, and that is awesome because that means that we will have 25% less of a loss in every battle. And I'm thinking we might, I'd like to continue researching that, but we do really need to move on a bit. What does this one do? Factory throughput. No, we need to go with functionalism because we want to increase the educational efficiency. So let's do that. And I'm thinking, do we have like a second Peruvian liberation of Ecuadorian Pastanza? Yeah, you still have truce with us, but until the end of this year only. Do we want to get involved in this? Okay, we've lost social tensions, that's good. And we got social dissent, that's good. And we got Army 3. I have been up to see the Congress and they do not seem to be able to do anything except to eat peanuts and chew tobacco while my army is starving. Estonia. Who would join me? Serbia, unlikely. What would it mean taking on them? Portugal. They're still a puppet, that's so interesting. Portugal, and the last nation was Netherlands. I think you can pass from Netherlands to here, but just to make sure. I don't think we're really ready for this war yet. I'd like it to happen. And I think Russia can easily just blockade us everywhere. That would also increase my war exhaustion significantly. What's the war exhaustion? Well, they do have war exhaustion 37%. Hey, a safari! Yes, this will reflect beautifully on us. Yeah, I'd really like to get this. We do not have any war exhaustion, do we? Nope, we don't anymore. Tensions in Greece. We got 3,000 rebels? Really? What is this? Tensions between ourselves and other great powers have erupted regarding dominance over the Greek government. We are forced into a position where we must either assert our position, which would be seen as undercutting Greece's independence, or back down and lose much of the influence in Greece we currently hold. Yeah, fall back. I'm not interested in Greece that much to get locked in such a shenanigans. We have bigger fish to fry. Okay, there seems to be no unemployed people now, that's good. Whistle Stop Tour, awesome. That gives prestige. Yep, and it removed a lot of militancy, so that's also good. Taxes though, man, we're subsidizing a lot of factories. Why and which? Oh, it's the printing press here. Well, on the other hand, I don't really mind that much. We're subsidizing a winery. But you know, you gotta have that wine. That's important. Okay, and we have now a casus bill against you. Demand concession Tukari or Adamava? Tukari. Okay, we're gonna go for Tukari. They don't even have forts there, so it's gonna be super fast. And hopefully no freaking Great Britain or anyone else will intervene in that meantime. Increase relations with Prussia. Ammunition area effect calculation. By making statistical standard measurements of how much ammunition was needed give the right effect against a predefined size of enemy unit in a predefined square area, combat became more cost efficient. Why, in the end, does that increase the supply consumption then? Plantation logic. Scandinavian landowners in Abeokuta have expressed interest in switching the local farms over to more profitable plantation and away from the traditional farming of the locals, which they say is far less efficient than the farms back home in Scandinavia anyhow. This would be better for a colony in the long run. Abeokuta. Where is that? Abeokuta. Oh, here. Oh, so it produces grain, sugar, coffee, what is this? Cotton, spices, tobacco. There's a lot of people here. What do we miss? Is there anything that... do we have sugar? We don't have opium. Tobacco. We do have tobacco, and tobacco is actually pretty good for us. So let's go with tobacco. Yeah, tobacco. How the hell are we doing with the trade? You guys were interested in that before, so let's see. Cigarettes, 43%. That's good. We also produced a lot of steel. Okay, we still are producing a lot of steel. Canned food. What about iron? We produced no steamer convoys. And grain. And we export timber. 10% of the world's timber. 5% of lumber and horses. Really? Wow, we produce almost 24% of the horses worldwide. That's crazy.